Hi, it's Natasha. We're here at ID Week, and we're speaking with Dr. Helen Boucher and Dr. Sonali Advani. So could you both tell us a little bit about what exactly the mentorship program is and how you all got paired together?
Sure. So the mentorship program is a program that IDSA started 2 years ago now. The idea is to pair up a young student, either medical student, resident, or fellow, with a faculty member with similar interests. And mentorship is vitally important. And as you go through your career, whether it's in practice or academics, there are decisions and times when you need to get some outside insights and opinions about things, and it's very nice to have those relationships. You know, I'll also mention that as a woman in medicine, it's nice to have female mentors, and here we are, 3 ladies, which I love. You know, that's been a very sort of unique thing, and I've actually spent some time now being the token female mentor in a number of situations, and I feel strongly about it because there are issues that impact us in a different way. You know, issues of family, issues of working part-time, you know, a number of things that are unique to women. And now, as I'm getting more into the senior phase of my career, issues of advancement of women.
We actually surveyed fellows in our Department of Medicine and asked them what are things that they needed that they didn't think they were getting training on, and 2 of the biggest things were job negotiation and contract negotiations. This is really interesting.
Very important, and I think a lot of people still don't know that you shouldn't just sign a contract. That nobody should, that you should always have an expert look at it, whether it's an attorney or some other expert, before you sign, and that you shouldn't feel pressured to sign. And that's something that I spend, again, as a program director, that's what I spend a lot of my time on with our senior fellows.
The field of infectious diseases is filled with great mentors. It's a very small and warm community. I think a lot of the professors and attendings reach out to you to give you guidance.
It's great, and I think one thing that you just highlighted, Sonali, you probably don't even realize, is one of the best things about ID, and that is that it's, as you finish your training as fellows, you're prepared for a variety of career paths: HIV, antimicrobial resistance, infection prevention. So even if you don't know now what you want to do, you're prepared, you've had the education to be able to have those careers and to be flexible about your career. I think that's another really positive attribute of our, you know, of our field. And something that a lot of trainees don't think about. So if you think somebody would be a great mentor, even if you're a little intimidated, go talk to them about what they do. Can you tell me about your research? Tell me about your work in stewardship. Tell me about what you do in infection control. Or can I come to an infection control meeting to see what happens? People love that. And even very busy faculty are likely to say yes and want to talk to you. And that's how you start a mentorship. It's a relationship. You know, you start a relationship, and I would say just get up the courage to go talk to that person, because I think you'll find very positive response.
And the other thing that I think comes up sometimes is this concept of the mentor also assisting the mentee in terms of thinking about things like applying for certain jobs or putting forth a good word. And is that something that's affected you in your life, Dr. Boucher?
Oh, absolutely. And I think that's the whole idea, is that you get yourself connected to so many people that one opportunity begets the next. And whatever area that you focus on, whether it's for research or your administrative work, you have such a good connection of people that the phone rings and it's, can you join this committee? Do you want to do that? Do you want to write this paper? And that's how the world goes around, and how, you know, your sort of mid-career, which can become kind of, I don't want to say dull, but it can become predictable. You know, that's how you can end up getting really interesting projects and things that you love to do, just like being involved with IDSA. You know, that came out of a mentor type person putting my name forward for something, and then, you know, one thing begets another, and here we are 10 years later. I mean, that's how it works. So it's a great idea, and I think it also just enriches your life to have colleagues and friends doing, you know, similar things or with similar interests who you can connect with outside your day-to-day work.
Well, this has been a really interesting conversation. Do you have anything else you'd like to say to people who are looking for mentors or who are interested in the ID mentoring program?
I think the one thing I would say is I'd love to encourage all trainees, fellows, residents, and students to apply to the mentorship program. A lot of people aren't aware that there are many funding resources to come to this conference, and we've actually heard a lot about how much IDSA is supporting trainees to come here.